Oh my God.
My name is Christian and Chondo. I like to call this series the Christian way. Baby, I was so wrong, okay? I want to send a heartfelt apology to y'all because I was so wrong. I've never been so wrong in my life. I really said that Wolves was gonna avoid relegation this season. I said that they were gonna make I said they were gonna make a great escape. I said that they'd go on to win the league next season, but I was wrong. I think they're gonna have to. If I want to keep my promise, they're gonna have to win the championship because they're going down. Okay, it was confirmed that they were going down after Palace and West Ham tied 0-0. Now it is a mathematical impossibility for Wolves to stay up. I'm sorry, Wolves. I'm sorry that we failed you. Oh, we should have beat West Ham and then you could have stayed up. I'm so sorry, Wolves. Oh my God. Oh, Burnley is also getting relegated. Their relegation was confirmed after a 1-0 loss to Manchester City. But the last relegation spot is still up for grabs. Currently, it is Tottenham Hotspurs and West Ham fighting over it with only 2 points separating both of these teams. That's... What else do you want me to say? It's a known fact. It's been a known fact that Tottenham has been fucking awful and that they are going down. I don't believe that West Ham is going down. I believe that Tottenham is going down. Speaking of Manchester City, they are currently level in points with Arsenal, but they are in the top of the league due to a goals for difference, which is different which is different than a goal difference. Okay, I just didn't know how to word it. And I'm gonna refrain from something. Okay, I was gonna do a certain chant that is frequently pointed at Arsenal. I was going to do it, but I'm gonna refrain from it because I learned from my mistakes. I learned from being so cocky. I learned from being so sure of myself that Wolves is gonna stay up. I learned, okay? I will never say that something is set in stone because I always have the chance of being wrong. But I'll promise you guys something, okay? When the season ends and Arsenal is seated in second place where they belong, you will never hear the end of it. You understand me? You understand me, right? You will never hear the end of it. Quote me. You know what? I said I learned from my mistakes, but I didn't learn a goddamn thing from my mistakes. Quote me, man. Hold me to it because it's happening. Okay? I am from Bosnia, take me to America. I cannot wait to see Statue of Liberty. I can no longer wait, take me to United States. Take me to Golden Gate, I will assimilate. Ah, come on, Bosnia! I know this is old news, okay? But you know what? I was gone for like 3 weeks. I haven't posted anything in like 3 weeks. I have the right. I have the God-given right to talk about this, okay? Italy has failed to qualify for the World Cup for the 3rd time in a row. This is a 12-year absence for Italy. This World Cup this year is a 48-team World Cup, by the way. Don't feel bad for Italy. Don't feel bad for Italy. This is their own fault, okay? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Hear me out. I have a theory. Italy is actually super woke. Okay, hear me out. They're super woke. And they're boycotting the US just like they boycotted Russia and Qatar. Maybe that's the reason. Or maybe the reason is that they suck ass. They went out to Bosnia. Okay? I want to criticize Bosnia, okay? I want to criticize them. I want to say they weren't turning enough in front of goal. But it's Bosnia! What do you expect? It's Bosnia. They were going to park the bus against Italy. There was no other way that they could have won this match. And you know what? They ended up winning the match against Italy. Okay? This is on Italy's team. This is Italy's fault. Okay? Bastoni got the most obvious red card ever. Yes. Yes, he had to take the chance. Yes. He had to tackle him. Yes, he did. But he didn't do it good enough. That's why he got a red card. Okay? And you know what? It's also his fault. It's also his fault that he let who was it that got in that position? Mimic. It was his own fault that Mimic got in that position. If he hadn't given him space, then he wouldn't have had to tackle him. Okay? Bosnia took damn near 30 shots throughout the game. The Italians just did not have enough initiative. A small defensive lapse, led to Bosnia's second goal. God, I'm sorry, Bosnians. I don't know how to pronounce your names. I'm sorry. Dzeko, let's go with Dzeko. His shot was blocked, but he did just enough to hold off the Italian defender. And Donnarumma parried the ball over to Tabakavic. He parries the ball over to Tabakavic and he taps it in. Then in the penalty shootout, Pio Esposito and Brian Cristante take the worst penalties I have ever seen in my life. One of those shots is currently orbiting the Earth instead of Artemis 2. Oh, can you believe I wrote this when Artemis 2 hadn't even launched yet? That's how late I am to this. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The other shot hit the crossbar. Again, Italy can only blame themselves. Donnarumma had a nasty attitude throughout the whole game, by the way. He got in the face of that one Bosnian player after the red card. And Donnarumma tried to rip up Basilic's cheat sheet. The ball boy stole Donnarumma's own cheat sheet. But that doesn't excuse his behavior. But it's fine because they lost. And a team with a player like Donnarumma will not play in the World Cup. And that's good. That's karma, I want to say. Oh, there was these Italian fans who are, no, they're not Italian, they were Canadian. They were Canadians, weren't they? Oh, man. I don't know why they look so sad. Canada has a guaranteed spot in the World Cup. Look, I'm just saying, calm down, man. It's not that deep. In other news. Come on! We're going to the semifinals, baby! Crystal Palace has made it to the semifinals of the Conference League. You know what? I feel pretty confident about this. Okay, I was real scared of Fiorentina, but we all saw how that went. It went pretty well. I really believe that if we knock out Shakhtar Donetsk, then it should be easy sailing from here. I don't believe that Rayo or that who's the other team? Oh, Strasbourg. Strasbourg could be a problem. I don't know. Chelsea B team. I don't like them. But it should be fine. I am confident that we will win the lot. Also, the under-18s for Crystal Palace won the Premier League Cup. Future looks bright. Proud of them. You know what I mean? You know, I just saw the weirdest injury that I've ever seen in my life. This has got to be the first player that I've ever seen injured taking a penalty. Lamine Yamal. Tore his hamstring. It was his hamstring. He tore his hamstring, taking a penalty. Now he will miss the rest of the season. And, okay, he is expected to recover by the World Cup. I don't expect him to recover. A hamstring injury is nasty, okay? Lamine Yamal, my heart goes out to you. But maybe an important player for Spain being out of the World Cup isn't the worst thing to ever happen. I think it's coming home now. I think this is like an omen. Okay, I think this is an omen. With the best player for Italy, at least one of the best players for Italy being injured, I think that means that the US will win the World Cup. I will eat my shoe if they don't win the World Cup. I mean it. I forgot to record an outro, but my name is Cristian and John Doe. This has been the Christian way, baby. I'll see you next week.